I believe submarines underneath deep blue sea.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. First off, Kai wants to say hi. Say hi real quick. She doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, no, the camera's over here. Hi. We're already starting off super distracted. So today's video is going to be my August wrap up and my September to be read, as I'm sure you can tell by the title. And just an FYI, last night I filmed my first baking video, so I think I'm going to post that up on this channel just to see if you guys like it, and if you do, then I will continue on with that new channel for baking. So without further ado, Kaya's pushing over all my stuff. Let's get into the books that I read in August. So the first book that I read in the month of August was Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan, which is the fourth book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I loved this book. It was so good. It was so action-packed, just like the rest of them. It was fantastic. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. And then after that, I read The Last Olympian, also by Rick Riordan, which is the fifth book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. So of the 5, I would say that the third book and the fifth book were definitely my favorite. The ending to this was fantastic. I loved it. I gave this a 5 out of 5. The whole series, just amazing. Loved it. If you haven't read it yet, what the heck are you doing with your life? And then after that, I read Insurgent by Veronica Roth, and oh my god. This book. I love everything about this series. I love the characters, I love the story, I love the writing style, I love the covers, like they're amazing. I gave this book obviously a 5 out of 5 stars, phenomenal. I cannot wait for Allegiant to come out. I cannot wait for the Divergent movie to come out. So many things happen, so many feelings. I just friggin' love this book. My new favorite series next to the Hunger Games, faux show. Then after that, I read City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, which is the third book in the Mortal Instruments series. Now, for those of you who have watched my videos since I started this series, you'll know that I'm not the hugest fan of this series. The first book put me into a huge reading slump, and so did the second book, and the characters are just so like, blah, and annoying. However, I really enjoyed this book. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought that this was fantastic. Some of the characters really came around for me, and I don't know if that has something to do with me seeing the movie and loving the movie, and now I can kind of put the movie characters into the book, which I like the movie characters way better, but I really like this one. It had a lot more action, a lot more excitement, and I did not get into a reading slump over this one, so I really enjoyed this book, so. Then I started reading the Walking Dead series of graphic novels. So I read the first 4 books in the series. First book being Days Gone By. I only gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. I thought that this was a really weak start to the graphic novels, but then again, I watched the show and I kept comparing it, and after I read this one, I was like, okay, you have to stop comparing it to the show because it is very different. So that one's a 3 out of 5, and then I read the second one, which is called Miles Behind Us, and I really enjoyed this one. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. It definitely was way better than the first one. And then I read the third one, and holy shit. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. So many things happened. It was so exciting. I loved it, and like I could not put it down. And then after that, I read the fourth one, which is The Heart's Desire, and once again, love this one, 5 out of 5. I'm loving this series. Love it. Side note, yesterday Jeff got me a iPad mini as an early Christmas present. Look at my elephant case, it's so cute and I love it. And here's the iPad, it's so exciting. Hey look, there's me, hello. Oh, wait, it gets better. My minions. Anyways, I needed to open this so I can get into my Kindle. So last month I also read Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life, and this is I think volume 1 in the series, and I love this. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, if not a 5. It was super good. I really enjoyed reading it. Really quick, easy read, really funny, very different. Loved it. So I'm definitely going to be continuing on with this series. So those are all the books that I read in the month of August. That was 4 books, 4 books and 5 graphic novels. I mean, This, like I said, last month Jeff and I were moving and I didn't really have like any time to read, but so for not having much time to read, I think I did pretty good. So I'm happy with that. So next up is what I am currently reading. So right now I am currently reading Essence by Mandy Lynn. This was sent to me for review by Mandy Lynn, who is a booktuber here on YouTube, and she wrote this book and published it and all that stuff. I am about 40 pages in, and I'm going to save what I think of this for when I finish it. I'm just going to read about a chapter of this a day as I read other books and just see what I think about it at the end. I am also currently reading this unknown book. Just joking. It's The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. For anybody who knows, when I read hardcovers, I take the dust jacket off when I read just because it's so slippy and it falls off anyway. I am about 130 pages in this one, almost halfway through. I am loving this book. Like, it starts off, I feel like every chapter something crazy happens. And I literally sat down the first night and I read until like 1 in the morning and I was like, I need to go to sleep because I have to work in the morning. But yes, this book is really, really good and I'm enjoying it greatly. And the next book that I want to read this September, which is a book that I was supposed to read in August, but I didn't get around to, is Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. Once again, heard nothing but great things about this book, and I really want to get into this. I know I shouldn't be starting another series when I still have a couple that are ongoing, but whatever. I'm just going to do it anyways. Then I wanted to read some standalone novels just so I can, you know, read one and not have to worry about picking up the next book. So the first one that I'd like to read is Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. And I want to read this one because I have not read a contemporary book in what seems like forever, and I really am starting to miss it. And I just want to read this before summer is over because summer is pretty much over now. If you were here, I have the heat on in the house right now and it's cold outside. And I haven't worn shorts in like 2 weeks because Canada, FML. Anyways, so yes, I'm really looking forward to reading this one because I've heard some pretty good things about it. And the cover's so pretty. Adorable. I don't know what it's about. Of course I don't. The next book that I want to read this September is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, whatever. I just heard that they're turning this into a movie, and how exciting is that? Super, super exciting, even though I haven't read it. But this book, I've heard such amazing things about. I've wanted to read it forever, and I finally found it for $2.99 at Value Village, so I was pretty pumped. And I think this is like a thriller-ish, like kind of dark novel, so I'm really excited. Getting into fall, these are the kind of books that I like to read. So I actually made a video, top 10 books I want to read this fall, so that will be coming soon as well. And I think this one's on the list, so spoiler alert, this one's on there. And then I would like to read some graphic novels. So I'm going to continue on with the Walking Dead series. This one's volume 5, The Best Defense. And we have up to volume 10, and I think that there's 11 or 12 out, so I'm going to try and probably read them all this month because like they're really quick reads. I can get through them in about an hour, hour and a half, and they're so good. Oh, I definitely recommend these. And then another graphic novel that I want to read this month. Please start judging me now. The High School Musical graphic novel, Lasting Impressions. What? Oh my god. I love High School Musical so much, and I found this at a used bookstore, and I was like, ugh. I probably paid way too much for it, but I don't really care. It's going to be amazing. That's Zac Efron in cartoon form. What's not to love? And then there's just a few novellas that I would like to read this month. The first novella that I would like to read this month is The Transfer by Veronica Roth, which is a novella for Divergent. I've already read Free 4, loved it, so I'm really excited to get into this one. And then if I finish Shatter Me, I would also like to read Destroy Me by Tara Mafi, which is the novella for the Shatter Me series. Is it called Shatter Me series? I don't know. But yeah, so I would like to read this one. I also have a question for anybody who may know. I have the Bane Chronicles on here, those little novellas or little tiny stories about Magnus Bane by Cassandra Clare. Can I read those right now, or should I read the Infernal Devices series first, or should I finish the Mortal Instruments series? I've read up to book 3, so let me know if I'm allowed to read those yet, because if I am, then maybe I would like to do that. And I think I may also read a manga, which will be my very first one, and this one's called Amazing Agent Luna. I don't know. I have it on my iPad, so I might read that. Who knows? We'll see. So that is all that I have for you today for my wrap-up and my TBR pile. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Stay tuned for my upcoming baking video. What? And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye! Albie wants to say hi too. Hello. Okay, look. Not. Oh. Oh. Ow. Why? 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 God, you big buffoon. That hurt. Yeah, it's an apology. She just wants to be on me all the time. Books. Hiya. Splashing in her water bowl. Hi. You're mama's boy?